defensive coordinator Jesse Minter. He said it's the most prepared defense
NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that were cellar dwellers a year ago, but as we've seen being around the league for a while, man, that can change one season to the next.
And how often do we see, Mike, a team that finished at the bottom of their division just a year later be the division champion? I'm not suggesting that it's easy or necessarily that these two teams are going to find themselves in that position, but the NFL is made up of a formula that says you don't have to stay long forever. If you make the right decisions, you can go from worst to first very quickly.
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from Nashville. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the veteran from Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard, and he'll convert, picking up the 1st down at the 46-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The motion man is Boyd. On 2nd down, here's Pollard. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now Rudolph. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. A pickup of 14 on that ball. 1st down for Tennessee.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Rudolph. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
It is caught. It is Westbrook-Akine. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down?
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. He'll take this down to the 23. Asante Samuel up from the quarter spot to make the stop. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Akine. And he will score. Nick Westbrook-Akine. Touchdown Titans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. 1st-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
A big play to kick off this drive. An even 40 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Here's Dobbins. He'll work forward for a couple. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. It's the Titans out to the early lead. We're back in Music City after this. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing, Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Herbert to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Amani Hooker there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. It's Dobbins. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Herbert now on 1st down. And that ball incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass.
And he's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are on top. It's now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over possession of the football. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The motion man is Boyd. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Again, it's Pollard. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Back to throw is Rudolph. That caught Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Third and long. Throwing, Rudolph. To the right side here, pass is caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Titans will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return is McConkey. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chargers offense and receiver Quentin Johnston set to take over once more. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, first and 10. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Here's Rudolph. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw is Rudolph. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They send Ridley in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Boyd. And he's going to have first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll look to throw again. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Now Rudolph. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Brought to you by Better One, the original with breakfast and a 96 calorie. Available for delivery.
Rudolph. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Folks' kick is good, and the Titans get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On play action, now Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 70 yards. Touchdown, Chargers.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Kicker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
It's third down. All right.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A ball deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A run with Dobbins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Play action now. It's Herbert. That is caught. What a throw. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown Chargers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Point after now from Dicker. His kick is good, and the Chargers will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here's Tajay Spears. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense ready for their first possession of this second half. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Catch made. That's Boyd. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Spears. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
This one downfield for Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. They'll look to throw. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Third and a yard. Now they'll set up under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Titans are able to get it back within a score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. On the return is McConkey. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They bring the tight end in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Up the middle they go. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Quandre Diggs there on the tackle. They'll run it with Gus Edwards. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Which got picked up, and now it's the punter. By the time he's that's his own business.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Pistol here for Herbert. He connects with Disley. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Will Disley, touchdown Los Angeles. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Dicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans offense and Mason Rudolph heading out onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They send Ridley in motion. Rudolph looking to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Rudolph. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and long.
End this once and for all.
Throwing, Rudolph. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Derwin James.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
And He'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Now a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To the right side, this is Edwards. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
They're experiencing stars that you sometimes helps by creating a particular area on those exposed areas. A lot of times it works.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Third down and 9. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They proved much the best in this one. Again, a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.